He's a Grammy winner with a $170 million net worth and $5 million in cars. How did this bougie hip-hop star survive in the clink? From Oreos and grape Kool-Aid to some time in solitary confinement, this was lockup for Lil Wayne. Back in July 2007, Lil Wayne had performed in New York City for the first time ever, headlining a show at the Beacon Theater. As MTV reported, Wayne's NYC debut was heavily attended by fellow rappers, along with a significant police presence.
Every verse was about how I would run in your house and tie your parents up or something like that.
According to a report from Vibe, police officers apprehended Lil Wayne and another man after the show, having spotted them allegedly smoking weed near a tour bus outside the venue. When the cops took the two men into custody, they allegedly found a .40 caliber pistol. Wayne was arrested and charged with criminal possession of a weapon. The rapper initially entered a plea of not guilty, for which he faced a maximum sentence of 3.5 years in prison. But his lawyer, Stacey Richmond, claimed that the gun did not belong to him, was not on his person, and that police had no legal basis to be on the bus in the first place. She told MTV News he was in the bus in his boxer shorts with a number of other people. Unless his boxer shorts had a pocket for this gun, I don't understand how he had it on him. Legal wrangling about whether or not DNA evidence on the gun would be admissible in court didn't fall in Lil Wayne's favor. Instead of going to trial, gears were shifted, and Lil Wayne entered a guilty plea to a lesser charge, attempted gun possession in the second degree. His attorney, Stacey Richmond, told reporters, after ongoing negotiations, Lil Wayne opted to take the deal to take responsibility for the situation, and I think it speaks of him that he's an individual with a strong constitution who took that responsibility.
It's not a surprise.
Lil Wayne's sentencing was delayed twice. The first delay was due to dental work that the artist needed. The second was caused by a fire that broke out in the courthouse. Finally, Wayne appeared in court to face the music, where he was sentenced to 1 year at New York's Rikers Island. Lil Wayne arrived at Rikers Island on March 8, 2010, to begin serving his 1-year sentence. Just 2 months later, he got into trouble when a routine search of his cell uncovered the charger for an MP3 player and a set of headphones. A prison official told Fox News, "We found the items wrapped in an aluminum potato chip bag in a garbage can." Further searching revealed the discovery of an MP3 player hidden in the cell of another inmate that matched the charger found in Lil Wayne's cell. Both Wayne and the other inmate were charged with possessing contraband, with officials promising disciplinary action. Wayne may have brought the search upon himself as part of a pre-prison interview with Rolling Stone, when he bragged, "I'll have an iPod, and I'll make sure they keep sending me beats."
And I get in jail, all of a sudden I hear my beat come on.
Shut up! The rapper later confirmed that he had indeed been busted. Vulture reported that he had told pal DJ Scoop Doo during a prison phone call, "I can't live without my music, Scoop. You know how it is, man. I needed my music. It's all good. I had to take my little slip up." Lil Wayne tried to remain productive while serving his prison sentence, and his diary, Gone Till November, was published a few years after his release.
I'm gonna marry him.
He's my idol.
Lil Wayne changed my life with his music.
The journal turned fan favorite hardcover offered insight into his months in the slammer. In one entry, he wrote, "This is the kind of that has become worth writing about. Eating Oreos and drinking grape Kool-Aid. Damn." His diary became a form of salvation for him that kept his creative juices flowing. As he revealed in his author's note, "I was just doing something to pass time in there. It became something to look forward to every night, which is very difficult to do when you're locked up."
You used to be so bored in there, so you do all kind of you ain't think you could do.
Lil Wayne reached out to fans directly through a special website that his team at Young Money Entertainment set up. WeezyThanksYou.com, which is no longer active, allowed him to respond to fan letters and messages of support. He wrote in his first post, "During my prison stint, I want my fans to know I love you. I want all of you to know that I appreciate all the mail I get, and this is my way of saying thank you." He also revealed he was working out a lot and reading the Bible on a daily basis. He wrote, "Jail didn't make me find God. He's always been there. They can lock me up, but my spirit and my love can never be confined to prison walls." The site also featured a clock that counted down the seconds until his release, along with the Rikers Island mailing address and an online store selling free Weezy t-shirts. Prior to Lil Wayne's Rikers Island stint, a prison guard at the facility spoke with MTV News about what his life would be like inside the joint. Despite his fame, the guard said, he'll be housed with inmates who are classified in his category. He'll be able to watch television, go into the day room, and congregate with people of his classification. As Wayne recounted in his diary, he watched TV while behind bars, including American Idol and plenty of sports. But a particular favorite was apparently a once popular reality show hosted by Donald Trump. He wrote, "Watched Celebrity Apprentice, but couldn't watch it all. Had to lock in before it went off. I was still able to find out who got fired on the radio." He also noted that there was one show that he simply couldn't tolerate, the Wendy Williams talk show.
Not today, devil, not today.
Lil Wayne was allowed 2 visitors each week, and one of those visitors was Sean Diddy Combs. Wayne noted how everyone in the visiting area appeared to be completely starstruck, writing, "Diddy kept his word and visited me today. It was total chaos. Every captain in the building was down there, even the Deps and the warden. Everyone just wanted to see him. It was kind of aggravating, but it is what it is." Combs wasn't the only famous friend to pay a visit to Lil Wayne during his incarceration. As he wrote in his diary, "I have to give props where props are due. Big shout out to Diddy, Chris Paul, and Kanye West for coming to see me, especially with their schedules. I know that they had to go through some extra because you just can't walk in this and say, 'I want to see Dwayne Carter.'" Other star visitors were Birdman, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Tyga, and rapper Corey Gunz, who had been Lil Wayne's protege prior to his incarceration. While it may have appeared that Wayne was treated like any other inmate, a fellow prisoner claimed that wasn't the case. According to a post on the Lil Wayne HQ website, the former inmate claimed that the rapper actually served his time a safe distance from general population, writing, "Contrary to what was written in most newspapers, Dwayne Lil Wayne Carter was housed in protective custody cells. This is where the jail would house some snitches, homosexuals, child molesters, incarcerated cops, former correctional officers, and occasionally high-profile cases."
I am naturally, organically amazing.
The writer further alleged that he was occasionally assigned the job of bringing Lil Wayne his meals, but beyond that, Lil Wayne didn't receive any special treatment. The source added, "He didn't have any laptop or any other special privileges. The only thing that would separate him from the rest was that he had front gate visits in private, where all other inmates would see friends and family in a big gymnasium." According to Billboard, an anonymous corrections officer revealed that Lil Wayne was hired to work on Suicide Watch, which involved observing fellow prisoners and alerting guards of any potential red flags. Toya Johnson, who shares a child with Lil Wayne, told Us Weekly he likes the job even though they don't pay him much. He watches the crazy prisoners and makes sure they don't kill themselves. Lil Wayne confirmed that he had indeed held that position after earning a perfect score on a screening test for potential prison employment. He wrote, "The job is basically to monitor the tier for an 8-hour shift, and if someone wants to hang up, commit suicide, to not negotiate with them or try to talk them out of it, but just to alert an officer. Yeah, it's that real." Remember when Lil Wayne was caught with that Contraband MP3 player? The punishment for that arrived during his final month of incarceration when he was required to spend his remaining days in solitary confinement.
I have to be respectful and everything like that because I have someone to answer to.
His 1-year sentence was shortened to 8 months due to good behavior, but his solitary confinement stint, known as the Bing in Rikers lingo, meant he had to spend 23 hours each day in a cell. He was allowed to leave for just 1 hour, during which time he wasn't permitted to fraternize with any of his fellow inmates. During that period, he was only allowed to exit his cell to take a shower, meet with a visitor, or be seen by the prison doctor. The reason he hadn't done his time in solitary sooner was that it had been occupied by other prisoners. One bonus, however, was that some of the corrections officers who oversaw him during that final month in the Bing brought him home-cooked meals, something that the rapper divulged in his diary. After 8 long months at Rikers Island, the big day finally arrived. On November 4th, 2010, Lil Wayne was released from prison. Later, Wayne recalled via WeezyThanksYou.com, "I was never scared, worried, nor bothered by the situation." According to his management team, he headed straight to his home in Miami, where a big party welcomed him home. But Lil Wayne had more to celebrate than just his freedom. During his final month at Rikers, his album I Am Not a Human Being was released, skyrocketing to #1 on the Billboard 200. While he was no doubt thrilled to be finally free, there was at least one aspect of prison life that he remembered fondly: Friday night radio music parties. As he explained it, on weekends, from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m., Hot 97 would often broadcast live DJ sets from a nightclub, which he and other inmates would listen to in their cells. As he explained in an interview with the Hot 97 radio station,
Everybody you have an AM/FM radio that you buy from commissary.
You guys would be inside in the club.
Because we locked in our
I
cells, so we
love
listen
that.
to the same
I wish
station.
I would've-
In 2013, rapper Fat Joe was sentenced to 4 months in prison for neglecting to file income tax returns to the tune of more than $3 million. Prior to serving his sentence, he received some prison advice from Lil Wayne. During a 2022 appearance on Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk, Fat Joe recalled visiting Lil Wayne in prison and being shocked to see him in shackles.
They had him like chained up.
Yeah.
They had him like, really chained up, like Lil Wayne.
According to Fat Joe, Lil Wayne was his neighbor in Miami. Just before Fat Joe was about to turn himself in to begin serving his own sentence, he got a call from Lil Wayne.
I was like, "Yo, Wayne, what's up?" He was like, "Nah, man, I'm just telling you right now, be humble."
Considering Lil Wayne's firsthand experience on the matter just 3 years prior, Fat Joe was open to any and all advice.
I said, "How do you do it?" He said, "Just be humble, bro. Don't go in there on some, just go in there humble." You know, if you be humble, they'll respect you.
Fat Joe was released 1 month shy of his 4-month sentence, just in time for Thanksgiving in 2013.
Humility goes a long way, and it'll keep you learning.